Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we'll be solving a problem from Leetcode. This problem was of last bi-weekly contest. So the problem name is minimum seconds to equalize a circular array. So let us first try to understand what is the problem. So you are given a zero indexed array nums containing n integers. Okay, so in this problem we are given an array nums, and at each second you can perform the following operation on the array. For every index I in the range 0, n minus 1, replace nums I with either nums I minus 1 plus n modulo n, or nums I plus 1 modulo n. Note that all the element gets replaced simultaneously. Okay, so in this question we are given an array, and in that array for every index we can change that element, either like we can keep it the same, or we can replace it with the next element, or we can replace it with the previous element. Since it is a circular array, the element at the zeroth index, the previous element for the element at the zeroth index would be the last element, and the next element for the last index element will be the element at zeroth index, and we have to return the minimum number of seconds needed to make all elements in the array nums equal. We have to make all the elements in this nums array equal, and we have to return the minimum time required to do so. Okay, so now let's understand the test cases first. So what I was trying to say before, that since it is a circular array, what will be the next element for the element at zeroth index? It would be the last element. And for this, the last element, what would be the next element? So it would be 1, that is the zeroth index. Okay, so for this is the first test case. So for this test case, like we have to make all the array elements equal. So here we are having two choices. Either we can make all array elements equal to 1, or we can make all array elements equal to 2. So let's first try with 1. Okay, so element at zeroth index is already 1. Now for this element which is at zeroth index, we can either make the previous element, which is the last element, equal to 1. Okay, so it was 2 before, now it is 1. And we can make the next element equal to 1. So it was 2 before, now it is 1. And this is already 2. The element at second index is already 1, sorry. So how many passes or how many second we required? We required only 1 second. Okay. Now what if we try to make all array elements equal to 2? So हम लोग पहले किधर जाएंगे? उस इंडेक्स पे जो कि ऑलरेडी 2 है. So let's go to the first index and the third index. So we'll start with first index. For first index we can make element just before it equal to 2, which was 1 before, and the element just next to it equal to 2. Okay, so now since all array elements are equal to 2, the answer, the minimum time that we required was 1 only. So in this test case, either we convert all array elements equal to 1, or all array elements equal to 2. The answer is 1. So that is why the answer for this test case was 1. Now let's analyze the second test case. So here we are having three possibilities: 1, 2 and 3. Either we can make all array elements equal to 1 or 2 or 3. So let's start with 1. Let me write all the indices. Okay. So for 1 we are calculating. So we'll start with the element which is already 1. Okay. So now this 1 can make the element just before it and just after it equal to 1. So it will make them equal to 1. So like now in this array, in this nums array, no other element was equal to 1 previously. So in 1 second we could convert only the element at 0 and second index equal to 1. Now let's go to like next index. Okay, so now at the second index we have the element before it already equal to 1, and after it will make equal to 1. So the number of seconds we required till here are 2. And for the next, okay, and in the same iteration we can make this last element, because it is the previous element of the element at 0th index equal to 1. So in this case we required 2 seconds to convert all array element equal to 1. Now we'll see for 2. Okay, 0 1 2 3 4. So let's start with the 0th. Okay, 0th element at 0th and 4th index are already 2. So for 0, either we can convert the last element, which is already 2, so no need to convert it, or the next element equal to 2. And for the element at 4th index, either we can make the previous element equal to 2 and the next element which is already equal to 2 at 0th index, so no need to do that. So this was the first pass, like it took 1 second to reach here. And now in the another next second, either we can use this one, like this 2 or this 2, to make the element at second index equal to 2. So that would be taking us 2 seconds. Now let's analyze for 3. 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, so in the first pass we can make this one equal to like first element, for element at first index equal to 3, or element at fourth index equal to 3. Okay, no more changes can be made. And in the second pass, either we can use this index to make 0 equal to, like element at 0th index equal to 3, or either we can use this. So the time required is 2 seconds. So like we'll take obviously minimum of all these, because we have to return the minimum time. So our answer would be 2. Okay, so from here we are getting an idea of the approach that we are going to use. Since the constraint of this problem are high, like it is I guess 10 raised to the power 5, so we need a solution that works in O of n, like n का order वाले time में जो work करता है. So we'll follow the similar approach that we use to solve these test cases. So what we have to do, we have to do 2 steps basically. In the first, like we'll have different choices for our answer, which is equal to the number of different elements in our array. And second thing is that we will analyze every choice that we can take, and minimum of all, like minimum of answer of all these choices will be our answer. Okay, so like I have taken an example here in this test case. Okay, first like let us analyze the second test case only. Here we were given 2 1 3 3 2. Okay, so like if we choose, like if we decide that I have to convert all the array elements to 2, so how many different elements are there between two 2's? Like one cases we are having these 3 elements, or in other cases we are having none of them. So in one pass I can convert this 3 to 2 and this 1 to 2, and in the next pass I can convert this to 2. So basically we will have to find how many different elements we are having between 2 elements, and then from there we can find our answer, because since there were 3 different elements, so we'll take ceil of 3 by 2, which is 2, because we'll require 2 seconds to convert these 3 elements, right? Like if it was as in the first test case 1 2 1 2, So how many different elements we are having between two ones? We are having here one element and here we are having one element. So in one pass we can convert this to a 1, and in one pass we can convert this to a 1. So the time which is required to convert all array elements to 1 is 1 basically. Okay, so now let us look at this example. First, let us make a map of int comma vector. Okay, so this map will be storing like the number of different elements we are having and the index of their occurrence. So in this test case we are having a 3 which is occurring at 0, 2 and 6th index, and we are having a 2 which is occurring at 1, 1 and 5th, first and 5th index, and then we are also having a 1 which is occurring at 3rd index and 7th index, and then we are also having a 4 which is occurring at 4th index only. Okay, now let me make a circular array, since in the question it is given that it is a circular array. So like we'll analyze all possibilities, like we can either make all array element equal to 3, 2, 1 and 4, and we'll take the minimum of time required in all possible cases. So if we look for 3, like here is 1 3 and here is another 3, so we are having one element in between 2 3, and here is also 1 3. Here we are having 3 element and here we are having 1 element. So in one pass we can convert this to a 3. In one pass we can convert this to a 3, and for this in one pass we can convert these two elements to 3, and in second pass we'll be able to convert this element to a 3. Okay, so like we required here 1 1 and 2 pass, so we'll take maximum of these 3, that is 2, because we require 2 seconds to convert all the array element equal to 3. Okay, similarly we'll check for 2 1 and 4. So let us do a dry run sort of thing for this particular example. So first we are looking at 3, like we are trying to make all array elements equal to 3. So between array, like 3 is present at 0 and 2nd index, 0, 2nd and 6th index. So between 0 and 3, 0 and 2nd index, how many different elements are there? So here we can see that we are having one different element only. So for this one different element, what is the time required to convert it into 3? This will only require 1 unit of time. Now we'll look at the next occurrence. 1 3 is present at 2nd index and another is present at 6th index. So how many different elements are present between 2nd and 6th index? 1 2 3. 3 different elements are present. So we'll require ceil of 3 by 2, which is 2 unit of time to convert these all elements to 3. Now we'll also consider this possible case, that is 1 3 present at 6 and this 3 present at 0th index, because it is a circular array. So how many different element are present between these two 3's? The answer is 1. So we'll require only 1 unit of time. We'll take maximum of all these 3, that is we require 2 seconds to convert this entire array equal to 3. Now we'll try to make all the array element equal to 2. So 2 is present at 1st and 5th index. Between 1st and 5th index, how many different elements are there? 1 2 3. 3 different elements are here. And how many time will require to convert all these elements to 2? It will be ceil of 3 by 2, that is 2 unit of time. Now 1 2 is present at 5th index and another is present at 1st index. How many different elements are there? 1 2 3 different elements are here. So we'll require again 2 unit of time. Maximum of these two is 2. Now we'll try to make all array element equal to 1. 1 is present at third index and seventh index. So between third and seventh index, how many different elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 different elements are, no, actually 3 different elements are present. So ceil of 3 by 2 is 2 only. And next is 7 and 3. Between 7 and 3, 2 different elements are present. So 2 by 2, that is 1. Ceil will be 1 only. So maximum of these two is 2. Now 4. 4 is present at fourth index only. Like so for like starting from here and then again coming back to this 4. How many different elements are there? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different elements are there. So it would be ceil of 7 by 2. That is, will require 4 steps. Why 4? Let us see. 3, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 1. So we are considering this 4. So in one pass we'll be able to convert this to 4 and this to 4. Then in second pass we can convert this and this to 4. Then in third pass we can convert these two elements to 4. And in the fourth pass finally we'll be able to make all array element equal to 4. So now we have found our answer for each possibility, and now we'll be taking minimum of these 4 options. Like minimum of these 4 options will be equal to 2. So 2 will be our answer. I hope the approach was clear to you. Now let us see the code for it. So as I told you, that will make a map of int comma vector. Int will denote the number of different elements that we are having in the array, and vector for the indices where a particular element is present. So we'll iterate the nums array simply and make this, like we'll initialize this map. Since our final answer will be minimum of answers of each possibility, so we will initialize it with int max. Okay, now in this case also we were iterating this map and will finding the answer for each possibility. So similarly we'll iterate the entire map and will find the answer for each possibility. So t is the variable which will contain the answer for each possibility, and at the end we'll take minimum of answer comma t and will return this answer. I hope this video was useful for you, and if you like my explanation then please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much.